Alright, here we are back for round 2 of this blazingly fast format that is Oath of the Gatewatch. So we're pretty far off from doing anything with this hand, but if we draw a colorless source, we turn on stuff. I think I keep it on the draw. Like, I can sort of handle an aggro start with a 1-2 and a 1-3. Yep, like, for once, you are not getting in a hit with that. Because that card sucks and you shouldn't be playing it. It's not good even now. But what's up? How bad do you want to ingest me? Do you want to loot? I'm down with you. Oh! I have so gotten got. And I totally deserve it for all of my snottery. Oh, I hope he ingests a colorless source just to teach me my lesson. Nope, but a black source. Well, joke's on him. We didn't need it. You can take your one. You know what? If you've got another stupid Pumpy Mountain thing, I got an answer. We came ready. Stupid Pumpy Mountains. He's probably got that Vile Aggregate, which is good to have a Demon's Grasp in hand. Bad to not be able to cast it forever. Sky Spawner, I got your number 2, buddy. Like, if you want to play the game of who can sit and stare, the answer is I can. This guy. I came ready to board stall. And you probably took all the wastes. This does look like a beautiful deck for a Vile Aggregate, so I wouldn't be surprised if he slams one here and probably kills us with it, but them's the breaks. I anticipate him playing a land. I mean, maybe he has that Merc Strider, but with only one ingest card, it's hard to guess. Like, that was the dream backup plan against a salvage drone, and it still got in. I hate this card. It is so stupid and so bad. And everybody always gets their first ingest off of it. Alright, that's going to be a little bit harder for me to block. I'll give you that. And we have a great plan here of nothing. We can trade 1 for 1, but I kind of don't want to, because I pseudo get a block. Like, taking 3 doesn't seem great either. Playing into a combat trick seems particularly horrible. I don't really want to Demon's Grasp that, but I might. I've done worse. A 2-1? Okay, resolves. It's important that you say that so your opponent thinks you have a counterspell. Because you might. I think we're playing against the classic Blue-Red Surge Eldrazi colorless devoid aggro control deck. He's doing it. Like, now that he's tapped out and we get the option to trade something for that, I think we probably would. Ooh, doggy. We can have a kill condition that doesn't even require us to attack or block. I think I'd still rather play the Avenger. But, like, you lose life, I gain life seems pretty good. But I guess we just play the big thing. Yes, I could draw a 2-drop and play that and this. It's actually a reason not to do it. The Chain Mage doesn't block as well. But this also lets me pretend like I have the little regenerate trick, which may make him not want to attack in anyway. I guess I was making fun of him for playing Surge Devoid. We're playing the classic black-blue allies Devoid, which is easily just as silly. And we built a terrible mana base, which usually I'm pretty good about. I blame Josh. I watched Josh Frankel's sealed video today, and the man just has a way with mana bases. where they always work out for him. And I'm never quite able to pull that off. I don't know what he's casting, but I think I'm going to Demon's Grasp it if it's a creature. Yep, that's probably what's happening. I wonder if he attacks now. No, still doesn't want to attack. Okay. I like that. I can Blinding Drone into Avenger, but like I don't want to die. So let's just kill your thing. He didn't attack last turn. He probably won't this turn. Did you draft the All Cinder Hellion deck? You did, didn't you? No? Yes? Maybe? Don't know? Could've? Didn't? What's up? Mana is confusing. Devour in Flames on my Cutthroat. Well, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I wonder if I just let that happen. Because he's got more to play. And I may need this guy to block with now. Like, letting him get in a big hit is the start of how things get bad for me. I'm going to gain 1 life, but I might gain a lot more than 1 life otherwise. And I don't think our path to victory is going to be through pinging for incremental damage. It's going to be for stabilizing and then killing him with a dumb Avenger or something. Like, anybody that's putting Salvage Drone in their deck is planning on doing some shenanigans. I guess this guy's a Surge Enabler now too, which is a thing you could do. How good would Wastes and an Evolving Wilds be right now? Pretty good, you say? I agree. Joke's on you. We can just block that. So we're taking 3. I mean, we can also trade the Blinding Drone for that, which is kind of cool because there's no way we can activate the damn thing. And that's only relevant if he draws spells. I think I'm actually kind of okay with that. Because we've got another one. Like, his flyers still don't really do much. So, okay, your turn. I think with as much grinding as this deck is doing, it might actually, because we have to use our creatures as removal spells since we don't legitimately have any, it might actually want that Null Caller in from the board. And maybe just cut Thought Knots here. It's good, but... Or just find a way to fit that second or third little rampy dude in there. Because we kind of need him. This guy's cast so many spells. Press into service on my flyer, making your flyer bigger. Okay. I see what you're doing. You're trying to kill me, is what you're doing. That's not good. Alright, so he's made it so I can't trade for that. I mean, it's an easy block here. And I think it's an easy block here. It does put us taking a crap ton of damage. That's 7, 8, 9, 10 going to 3. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I think this is where we are. We're kind of okay if we draw... What one red combat trick is there? Expedite to hit for another point? Alright, we're at 2. Which does make Reality Hemorrhage scary. Essence Depleter would be great if we had colorless mana, which we don't. So we're chumping next turn? I don't want to chump. Yeah, we're just completely screwed because we don't have the colorless mana. Turns out this is really a problem. Because like it looks like it'd be super easy to double block the Avenger, but it's actually not. We can't. I got to get that other Hedron Crawler in here if we expect to have any chance against a deck like this. Oh, or we're just dead. I guess that's the thing they could do too. We got nothing there. Alright, so let's fix this problem that we've been having the entire game and suck it up and put the Hedron Crawler back in. I do like a Lake Ruin Processor. Thought Not Seer doesn't seem like it's super amazing here. It does block his stuff, but that's not exactly what we're after. Dispel seems like a no-brainer. Dampening Pulse seems like a no-brainer. Essence Depleter seems necessary. The Mind Melter actually seems a little bad. And that we really want to start casting big stuff. The Jara Isle Avengers are a little bit scary. I might actually want to Horribly Awry. I said we might play this against an aggro deck. And we might. It does give me another way to exile stuff for the Ruin Processor if that's going to be my late game. I don't hate that. I can probably cut one of these drones. Can I? Can I really? I could cut Seer's Lantern. Like, I've already got all this colorless ramp. I like the idea of using it to scribe, but I may not have time to do that. We still got to make one more cut. It's going to have to be a counterspell. Would you like to play first? Yes. Yes, I would. Would you like to keep another one-lander? Not on the play. Not on the play when it doesn't do much. This one, again, I think we can go with, but we've kind of got to draw that colorless source. Hello, colorless source. Just to try to slow this game down. If we can slow the game down enough, we may have a shot here. If we cannot, we cannot. Looming Spires has a good bit of value for his deck in that he has the spell that can bounce it. I think we still attack here. Like, a few points of damage can eventually matter. And of note, this ramps us, but not to actually cast any of the spells we have in hand. I can tap it and get in for 0 though, so that's a thing we can do. Yeah, like we can tap it and not cast any of our 5-drops. So I guess we're gonna. And then hopefully draw something. Wombo combo. He's got nothing, we can pseudo race it. He's got a slip through space and is cycling it looking for lands. I guess we're pretty happy about that. Rush of Ice. Okay, that's real. Just to tempo us out and get a surge on. We did hit our land, so like, I think one of the things we could do is play the Soothsayer, because that can block this. Then we take the 3, and then we can tap that from here on out. The other option, which is a little more safe perhaps, is just to kill this and hit for 1, take 3, and then untap and resolve the Soothsayer. I think I like that better, as if the less stuff that's on the board is probably better for us. We also have the option to draw a 2-drop and get that and the Avenger out, which would be pretty good. But while he's stuck on mana just cycling through his deck, I probably want to try to stay alive if I can. Oh, that hurts. The value of this guy just went way down. The value of this guy just went way up. Yeah, I'll play this now because if I hit a land, I could surge out the Envoy and the Avenger next turn. And that would be good. We can start drawing cards. We can start doing things. It's going to be awesome. All right, you got me. You did a thing. I think I'd rather hit him for 5 than play the Envoy and draw a card. Like, if he's going to continue to be stuck on mana, we probably just want to try and win. Yeah. Like, we got to be careful from a press into service, but right now that would just do 8. And we can hit him to 12 here and have a lot of stuff on the board. So I guess we go for it. We can always draw the card next turn if we want to. And he's still a mana off from press. Like, if we get him into a situation where he feels like he has to stop attacking, we're probably doing great. What's the play? Tap our dude, swing for the damages. I don't hate it. Again, I can chump, which I kind of don't hate. Then we hit back for 5 again. We do have 6 and 6. Like, presumably he's got another dude. I don't want to die to a press into service, but I kind of don't think this is going to get better than a prevent 3 damage. Like, if we need to slow down and draw cards, we can do that. Dispel's probably going to be pretty good. So I think I hit for 4, play the Envoy, which can block this, and then hold up Dispel. Or I can just draw a card after blocks. Yeah, we probably need to slow down a little bit and be the actual control deck we want to be. Because, like, if he tries to cast a press into service here and we dispel it, except we can't because it's not an instant, but you know what I mean. Maybe he's got turn against. Press into service would hurt, but a lot of the other spells he could cast might be okay. He's unfortunately correctly identified that we're soft to removal on our colorless mana. That's a sorcery. Like, I guess Expedite is something we can counter, but That seems like he wants to put something... Well, yeah, it looks like he doesn't have an instant here. Which is unfortunate. I wanted to get some value off of this Dispel. I still feel kind of safe having it in my hand. Well, we can do that. Still have Dispel up. I think we do that. Does that mean we attack with this guy? Probably not. We just try to trade these. Yeah, that seems fine. And play another one. The pace of the game has slowed down. Is that a word? Slowed down quite a bit. Am I putting myself dead to a press into service, which I've said multiple times I don't want to do if I play the other Avenger? I might be. But if he wants to trade him off, I guess I'm fine. What instant are you casting? Expedite? Kind of don't care about that. I feel like a combat trick or a removal spell is what I need to be able to counter. And if we decide life is more important than drawing cards, we can always do something where we start attacking with this. Please be Stone Fury. No, Cinder Hellion. Alright. It's not good. But we're not dead. I think because it has trample, we have to block now, which means we probably just swing for 4 and put him on a 3-turn clock. There's no reason not to cast this dude. And I don't really see a reason not to cast the land. I can get one more card if I do this, but that makes it a 4-turn clock instead of a 3-turn clock. So I think I'd rather do that. I haven't done the press into service math, but it's probably still there laughing at me. Also don't want to just die to that being unblockable. Chasm Guide, okay. Things have haste. So combat tricks don't get us. We could do a block like here, here, and here and take 4 and then be really careful about a press into service next turn. Because we eat this dude, we eat that dude, we take 4 going to 6. And then as long as we leave some stuff untapped, we're probably okay. I really want him to play a combat trick here. He probably won't. But I think I like this block. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No. That puts him dead on the crackback. So what's up? Math says 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You dead. I actually like the Dispel now because it won me the game. So he is playing combat tricks. That's good to know. His whole deck's like 1 or 2 mana. I almost want to speed up even more. With him identifying how vulnerable we are to colorless mana destruction, I almost just want to take this crap out. But I don't know that I can. I certainly don't want the Thought-Knot Seer. I might want to put the Null Caller in over a Blinding Drone because we can ramp into it and it gives us something to do if we flood out. Dampening Pulse still seems good. Lantern still seems like something I can't do. We kind of need a hand that has one of these Hedron Crawlers in it in the start. And if we can get that, we might be alright. Oddly enough, Witness the End might be okay against him too if we could ever find space to resolve it. And Untamed Hunger might be able to finish a game out of nowhere. Like, there's a matchup for every card, and I'm wondering if this is the matchup for that one. The Cascade could also be useful here too, but with us only playing the 17 lands, I don't want to risk having to draw that 7th land for the Ruin Processor and it being that. I don't think I'm quite ready to go Hunger on this, but it could be 2 points of damage where he doesn't see it coming, or potentially 9 points of damage where he doesn't see it coming if he's planning on chump blocking this or something. But we could also try to play his own game and comparative analysis him, but I don't think I like that. I'm going to run this. This is a scary deck to play against. Like, I am scared to death of what he might have. I really want to keep this, but I can't. Like I said, we need a hand that has a Hedron Crawler in it, and this one doesn't. It also only has 1 color of mana and nothing it can cast, so I think that one goes back. This one has a Hedron Crawler. It's going to need some draws. I was going to say Null Caller would be a good draw, but it won't when we need land. So as much as I want this card because it just blocks his world, I don't think I can keep it. Like, what we have in hand just makes that bad. Double Hedron Crawler? I mean, I guess that's a thing you could do. Alright, double Hedron Crawler into Chain Mage, Demon's Grasp does start to play a game. Of note, we've turned on his Goblin. If he wants to surge like a unblockable thing on our guy and then play his little Goblin, he can do that. If he wants to not cast anything, that's fine too. I think I like Chain Mage here. It presents a threat, and if I draw another land, I can play the other Crawler and the Avenger, which would be good. Would be swell. Could also Demon's Grasp something and start hitting for 4, which is not irrelevant either. Okay, just killed our dude. That's fine. Hey, look. The thing I wanted to happen happened. Now I don't want to draw any more lands. He has correctly decided that with me knowing he has a brute strength, I can't afford to block that. And so I won't. Essence Depleter would have sadly been a good draw. But if that's all we're doing here, I can't afford to block it with this, and will. Sweep away? Okay, cool. We're getting a good draw next turn. May as well make him be afraid of Dispel. Although if I had it, I might have used it there. I'll trade this for a combat trick. Like, the downside is he does get to ingest my dude with the trick, but at least the guy's gone, and he has no board state. We can answer his next couple threats. It's like, he does get some value here. No fear of the Dispel, even after he's seen it, but here you go. You ate my dude. They say screw beats flood. I guess we're going to find out. And we could draw something better than the Avenger. We could also draw the other Avenger, which would just be funny. Interesting to note, even if we'd blocked with the Avenger before, he still would have exiled the Essence Depleter with the Trample, so I understand that would have been a terrific draw, but I don't think there's much we can do about it. Having more mana is better, I guess. Like, I kind of don't love our position right now because we need action. That Null Caller would have been pretty good on this board state. If I'd known we were going to draw all lands. Well, then I'd probably just go buy a lottery ticket if I'm going to know stuff like that, let's be honest. Rush of Ice? Okay. To surge out a dude that I'm going to kill. I mean, this gets us a 2-for-1, which is kind of cool. Because we can just kill it. Which we're gonna. Like, the less damage he's dealing us, the better. He used Rush of Ice as a Lotus Petal, so let's take it while we can. If he casts another one, I got another Demon's Grasp for that too. Since he's seen the Dispel, I may as well leave a blue mana up whenever I can to put the fear of Karanos into him. He just don't care. I'm like, whatever. I don't care about your stupid Dispel card. I got some things to analyze. It seems like he's flooded. I don't want a Demon's Grasp that. I also don't want to race this against our opponent's deck. With us flooding out, what are my options here? Like, if I hit for 4, we're kind of screwed to any pump spell. I need to draw one of my 2 remaining allies and start to draw some cards. What gives me the most draws towards that? Is it trading 4 for 3 against a deck that's built to race? Probably not. If I had better removal, I wouldn't want to use it on that, but I don't. Could be drawing a Blinding Drone. Again, I wish I had that other guy where we could exile these and make dudes, but I don't. I think it's actually too risky to attack here. I think I take the first 2. We should have better top decks, but right now we don't have them. Like, we can draw our other Avenger to blank that, and if he casts like a 5/5, we need to be able to kill it. Press into service, stealing that guy. I mean, that's a hit. It's a hit that sucks. He's hitting us for 9. I think this is probably better to chump. Although, I mean, we could draw the Prophet of Distortion and draw 2 cards. I think I'd rather just prevent the damage and just take 5 here. I may be valuing my life total a little too highly. But if that's all he's got, we're probably okay. Now, do I want to just kill that and start hitting for 4? That may be our only shot at winning the game. I don't love what's happening here, especially against this particular deck, but this is where we are. Looks like we're both flooded. I just feel like his deck is a little better than ours. Blech. 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 So attacking was not the right call. Blinding Drone is okay if he's got nothing. If he's got that 2 creatures can't block this turn, I think we're kind of done. If he's got another ally, we could be done. Depending on what it is. Slip through space, does a thing. That thing has put us to 6. 6 is not 0. Slide Runner is not lethal yet. Can we get a good draw? Ruined Processor with nothing to ingest is probably still okay. Like, it's better than not drawing something. He drew something he wants to cast. So the bad news is he's got action in hand. I mean, I guess the most threatening thing is the thing with trample. He doesn't have a land, but yeah, I'd probably better drop the thing that has trample. I'm kind of expecting him to have the keep your dude tapped thing, or just not to attack. That would also be acceptable. Dispel feels safe. It feels safe. I still don't think I have attacks, though, do I? Like, we're basically just asking him to draw into slip through space, which is a sorcery, and we can't do anything about it. Let's say I attack for 7 here. And then next turn, I don't know, tap the trample guy, plan to block this, take 2 anyway. Like, this does close out a game relatively quick. He's already cast his press into service. I feel like if I don't start attacking soon, we get really behind. Because he's at 16. He's going to draw cheap spells and card draw, and I'm not. Like, we auto-lose to another Jara Isle Avenger. We auto-lose to some number of Cinder Hellions. We can also attack with this guy and be okay with that. Like, really okay with that. And then tap down. Like, if he doesn't block, he takes 4 going to 12. That's not great either. I think this is the turn where I attack. Because if we don't turn the table at some point, we're going to get got. Another ally would really hurt. But again, we can block these. And if he's not attacking, we're happy. So he's got to ask himself, does he think I'm the kind of man who will chump? And he's decided I'm not. Entangler's a real card. Did he have lethal there? No, not if that's his hand and his hand is empty. Island doesn't do it. He doesn't have to chump here. So if I attack here and he takes it, I mean, I can force him to attack to block by attacking with both of them, but then he just chumps this, swings back, we block here, we take 2, and we're alive. So attacking with both might actually be the right play. Let's say I attack with 1 and he takes it, and then he swings back. We can, again, at that point, we can chump. Yeah, I think that's actually the line. It gives him 1 top deck, which can't be an instant. If it's an ally, we're not necessarily dead. The Slide Runner's not gonna, if it's a 3-1, then we live. Please be an instant. Another Entangler. Alright, so can we block these? Yes, we can actually. Does that mean we win, or did I do my math wrong? So we block this, we block this, we block this, we take 4, he's at 2, we win the game. With Dispel backup, no less. Because that is how I do. All right. Like I said, the worse the deck looks, the more likely it is to 3-0. Whew. We'll see you in just a minute for the finals, folks.